Hey all, it's the Nitro RC Nerds here, and this is a very exciting series of videos. This is just part one, but the reason I say series is because this is something probably over the course of the next 12 months we're going to undertake, and that is to turn our Exceed Forza into an actual race car. Now, what do I mean by a race car? Because you're saying to yourself, oh, it's already a car and you could race it. Well, yes and no. I could race it on the street against other cars and hope nothing breaks on it. But when I'm talking about a race car, this is something that I will eventually take out to my track and run in an actual race against other 1/8 scale Nitro buggies. Now, this is a 1/10 scale, but I highly doubt that anyone's going to have a problem. At the starting lineup, when you're hearing Joe Blow with his Kyosho MP9 and so-and-so with his Hot Bodies D812 and so-and-so with his team associated 8.2 and there's Nitro RC Nerds in their Exceed Forza. But yep, that's the plan. So we're going to get this thing locked and loaded and ready to go. So the reason we're doing this is, as you might know, this was our very first ever Nitro car. So we have a really deep appreciation for it. We call it the Professor because it's taught us so much about Nitro buggies, and we've done a lot to it and taken it apart and put it back together and whatnot. And for the longest time we kind of thought, what should we do with this? Because in all candor, every time that we take it out and we run it, if we go off road in the slightest bit, something on it breaks. So we upgraded from that. We went to the Hyper 7, which we absolutely loved. And then we went on to a Low C 8.10, my personal favorite. And then we have HPI Savage 4.6. And then we got a Hot Bodies D8T. And then I got a Mugen MB X6R, which I'm about to build. And we got a Low C 8 2.0. And unfortunately, the Professor here has just kind of been sitting in the corner. Hasn't seen a lot of action. That's going to change. So I have a series of ideas on what I want to do, but really the first thing is to, again, get this thing stable. Get this to where I can jump over the bumps on the track and actually get some good air and it's going to land and not fall apart. So first part is to really get all the best parts I can get, aluminum parts and whatnot for this to lock it down. As an example, steering links. I'm going to put some new shocks on it. I got a tip. I'm going to try to put the Low C 810 shocks on it and get some new shocks for the Low C 810. An engine. So I'm looking to put a 0.21 racing engine in it and hopefully convert it where it can start on a bump box. Transmission, I want to fool around with that and see. So new wheels, new servos, again, everything aluminum on here, shock towers, better shock towers, etc., etc. So I think it's going to be a really fun and exciting project. First thing I have to do, though, is essentially put on a new transmission here. I got to get it running because this is the existing one and something's not right on it. I think the one-way bearing is out. Additionally, you can see here I got a little bit of strippage on the first gear. And so anyways, that's the plan, is to go ahead and get it up and running, take it out, take it to the track, see what breaks, and then from there slowly begin to put parts on there that break so that they no longer break. I will endeavor once a month to put a video of what we've done to it, and if we get it done in the next 6 months, all the better. But the end goal is at least within 1 year from actually a few weeks ago. So we'll say 11.5 months to enter it in an actual race. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for part 2 of this video, hopefully in the next few weeks. Oh, and one other thing. I also ordered a T-Bone Racing front bumper for it because they seem to have some really good ones, and obviously that's something that's going to be needed. And I was going to put aluminum A-arms on it, but I've heard that they're really not needed. So if you had any experience with this, I urge you to leave me a comment. So you guys know this is pretty much the same buggy as the Red Cat Tornado. So if you have a Red Cat Tornado or an Exceed Forza and you've upgraded your parts and you found success, or upgraded and didn't find success, please leave a comment because I'm open to hearing your suggestions and anything we can do to make this a very successful project. Thanks again. Have a great day.